Okay, we are going to be starting momentarily here, guys, and we'll just give it a moment just to sync up with everything here.
I'm showing live on my screen.
Yep, I'm just on our test screen. It's not quite live, so we'll give it just another moment.
There's a delay from what's going to show to the viewers, but we are live right now.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so we're going to be kicking off this week's Hangout just momentarily here while it syncs up with all of our folks out in internet land. And looks like we are live, so we'll kick it off here. And good afternoon, everybody. This is Brad Kilgore with Online Marketing Media and also ColoradoBusinessHangout.com. And we are super pumped to do our weekly hangout with everybody and show you what we got in store for you and give you some good content, good quality content, and hopefully give you some things to help your business. So I've got a couple of my my partners online with us here. We've got Robert Dempsey all the way from Tampa, Florida. How are you today, Robert?
Oh, doing pretty good, Brad. It's nice to be here again.
Excellent.
Hope our users find this information very useful to them.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Robert. And then we also have Doug DiMercurio up in Fort Collins, Colorado. How are you today, Doug?
Morning, Brad. It's, as usual, I'm doing better than terrific. By the way, happy birthday. Let's everybody wish Brad a happy birthday. If you didn't know that, today is his actual birthday. So.
All right. All right. Thanks, guys.
You still haven't caught up to me yet, though.
That's right. Hey, I got one more year in my 40s, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So no, that's great. Yeah, it's a chilly, drizzly day here in Colorado, but it's a great day to share some information. We got some really interesting stuff here. I've talked to a lot of people over the last week that are just totally unaware of a lot of what we're going to be sharing today. So I'm excited to bring this out and talk about local directories.
Absolutely. Well, evidently where you're at in northern Colorado, Doug, and maybe it's dreary. We had that here yesterday. Evidently we sent it north because it's blue skies and sunshine here in Denver area, and we couldn't be happier with the warmer weather. So what's it like in Tampa today, Robert?
Hotter than blazes.
Hotter than blazes and sticky sweaty, right?
It's in the 80s. I think it's about 87 right now, and the humidity is almost 80%.
Oh boy. Well, I'll leave the humidity to you because yeah, I'm don't like the humidity. That's for sure.
Yeah, we even had the white stuff on the ground here this morning. So.
Oh wow. Well, guys, we're gonna respect everybody's time today. If you haven't been on our Hangouts before, this is a casual TV show, as we like to call it. It's our Google TV show every week, and we keep it casual and fun. And some days we even Robert tells us what kind of ice cream he's having, or who knows what. But we'd like to have fun and give you quality information, and we also like to respect your time. So we're going to shoot for about 39 minutes today as our goal. If you don't know Doug already, he loves to talk about stuff. So we'll keep him in check today. He's full of great information, and we'll try to keep everybody's time in mind because we know everybody's got busy lives and business to take care of. So with that, today we're gonna go into in depth a little bit about local directories and why they're important to your business. And we'll kick it over to Doug. He's got a nice little PowerPoint here, and we'll kind of do some interaction on it. So I'm going to blue box Doug, as we call it in Google Hangout land, and you should be able to see Doug's screen now, and he'll kick off the presentation. So go right ahead, Doug. Give us what you got.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Brad. Well, today we're going to be talking about local directories. This is really some online real estate that most people don't even realize that they have. And we're kind of following a little bit of a progression here. Last week we talked about websites and touched on SEO a little bit. There's really 4 cornerstones to online marketing for local businesses. And those 4, your websites, which we talked about last week, local directories, is what we're going to touch on today. And we'll get to the other 2 as we move forward. But so talking about this second cornerstone, at the local directories, here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to talk about what is a local directory, why they're important, some tips for when you're setting up your local directories, and then if you stick around to the end of this presentation, we actually have a special bonus for you as well. So let's talk about what is a local directory. You know, there are hundreds of them out there, and as time goes on, even some of them are becoming social, where they're almost becoming part of your social marketing. So it's really important. Some of these can bring you a lot of traffic, add a lot of customers. But in essence, a local directory is a place where you would go to get information about a local business. It's a listing of local businesses. And like I said, there are hundreds of them out there. And so do you want to get on all of them? Well, that's going to be very time consuming to do that. But there are key ones you definitely want to be part of. And so, you know, I guess the next thing to talk about is, well, why? Why do we want to be on there? Why is it important? Well, let me share a few statistics with you. If you look at this slider, you'll see that 97% of online Americans use the internet to get information about products and services that they can buy locally. So virtually everybody uses the internet to get information about local products and services. And of these, 90% of them use the search engines, meaning that they'll type in on Google, you know, where's the nearest chiropractor, or they'll, you know, go to Yahoo or Bing or what, you know, whatever. One of those search engines. 9 out of 10 people that use the internet are typing it in through a search engine. They're not just directly going to that business's website. So that's a really important statistic to pay attention to. And then 48% of the people that search online actually use the internet yellow pages. So what that says is that print media is really, you know, declining as time goes on. Now, here's another staggering statistic, and that is that 90% of business owners, 9 out of 10 business owners, have not claimed their listing on Google. In other words, in Google's local directories, 90% of business owners have not claimed that. That means that there's a huge opportunity for you to gain a significant competitive advantage over your competition if 9 out of 10 of them have not claimed their listing, and you claim yours and optimize it properly. And 20%, 1 out of 5 of the searches on Google are related to where do I find, or location. So, Brad, I think you were about to say something. Do you have a comment?
Yeah, I was just going to cut in there as well, guys. This Google Directory, or Google Plus, Google Places as it's been called in the past, is your own real estate that Google gives you. And if you're not aware of what that is and how powerful it can be, they basically give you the ability to not only talk about your business there, have all of your information, your phone number, your people can leave online reviews there for your business. It's an extremely powerful piece of real estate online, and most people don't know that it even exists or how to use it. So it's crucial to have, and it's crucial to have it put together correctly.
Yep, absolutely. And it is like, that's probably one of your most powerful web pages out there, because it's owned by Google, and they value their own real estate very highly, more highly than somebody that's created their own website. So it's very, very important. Here's some significant statistics here dealing with the actions that people who are looking online for local business information. 70% of the people that look for something online will call the phone number that's found on the website. Important to know, because if your phone number is not highly visible on every one of your pages, you're missing out on an opportunity to have 7 out of 10 people actually give you a phone call. 60% of the people that find a business online will refer that business to a friend or family member or whatever, to an associate. Over half the people always or often research online first before they'll actually then go out and make an offline purchase from a local business. And I have to admit, I'm guilty of that. You know, if I'm looking to buy dog food, for example, I mean, I'll go online and look for, you know, actually I buy my dog food through the internet, but but what I was doing prior to purchasing it online was I would go and find out who has the brand that I'm looking for and who has the best price, and or who's the closest to find it. And so, and then there's a couple last little statistics. 14% of the people will actually send an email to a business they find online. That's not a huge number, but that's more than 1 out of 10. And email is kind of declining in usage as we go along. But also notice this, that 11% will actually fill out an online form. And so that's almost equivalent to emails these days. So having your online directories there where they're easy to find, and you know, it's important for you. Bottom line is a local directory listing is going to increase your customer traffic.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about setting up local directories. It really is not all that complex, but you have to go about doing it right. There are some simple tips that if you do it wrong can actually hurt you. If you do it right, then it's really going to benefit you. There's some huge benefits. So here's what the to-do list is basically. You want to identify what the top directories are, and then you want to, once you find out what those top directories are, then you want to get out there and actually then claim your listing. And what that means is you have to, in the directory itself, if we use Google Places as an example, you'll want to go to your directory for your address and then notify them that, hey, this is my business. And Google actually will verify that you are the owner by requiring you to enter a verification code on that listing, and they'll phone your business. They'll phone the phone number that's listed for your business to give you that verification code, or they will mail it to that address. And so you can't go and claim somebody else's business unless you're there to answer their phone or pick up their mail. So it really is, they're very particular about that. And then what you want to do is once you've claimed your listing, then you want to go in and you want to update the information, make sure that it's all current and that it's accurate. And one key tip here is that you want to make sure that your information is up to date, accurate, and consistent across all your listings. And that's what I mean by managing your listings. If you make some changes, some updates, then you want to make sure that you update all of your local directories at the same, well, doesn't have to be instantly, but as quickly as you possibly can, make sure that they all remain consistent.
Sounds like a lot of time involved and a big pain in the butt, Doug.
It can be if you try to do it all in one day, especially if you're looking to try to do 100 directories. It's probably overwhelming and more than somebody would want to do. But it's actually, it's like a lot of other things. It's simple. You may not find it easy. You may find it very boring. But there's nothing to say that you can't, just find somebody on your staff or a neighbor, kid who's a student or something like that would like to make a couple extra bucks, and you can hire them to do that, that tedious work. It doesn't have to be you that do it. You just have to get the information onto, an information sheet so that they're going to be entering the proper information on each of the directories.
So it's more like a necessary evil than something that we would run out and be excited to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like whatever, like brushing your teeth. I mean, how fun is that? It's just something you got to do. The difference with this is you don't have to do it every day. In most cases, once you set up your directory, it's a done deal. Then you've got it out there, and it's there working for you again 24/7, and it's something that 9 out of 10 of your competitors haven't done. So it's really important. So here's some key tips. One, which we already talked about, you want your information to be consistent across all the directories. You want to use quality photos, okay? And you want to use, again, you want to be consistent with that, so use the same photos in all your directories. So a lot of them will allow you like up to 10 photographs, and so I would say 4 to 10 photographs is a good number. I'd get at least 4 on there that identify who you are, what your business is about, what products you have, that type of thing. Make sure they're good quality, and keep those in a file so that you're consistent and you use those similar photographs on all of your directories. A lot of the sites have the capability for you to add video, to add some short video content about your business. And again, I would be consistent with your videos, and keep your videos on there. Now, the videos are one thing where if you have a time-sensitive message, then that's something where you can reach by putting current information, special offers, things like that through the videos on those directories. And you'll want to, again, make sure that those are consistent across all the directories that you're managing. And then one kind of ninja tip here is use your directory's link power. Okay, what I mean by that is almost all the directories have to give you the option to put your website links in there, or links to your other online real estate. So if you have all those directories out there, they all have your website address in there. That's then providing more authority for your website, because you're basically being referred to. All of these directories are definitely authority sites in Google's mind, and when it comes to the searches. And so if you use those links properly, you can build your brand, build your power to show up on the first page, and also enhance your power, strengthen your power to show up at the top of the Google Places and Google Maps listings. And again, that's prime real estate. If you're not on the first page, when people are searching for local, a lot of them are doing it on their phone. And in a lot of cases, Google Maps or Google Places shows up on the screen, and nothing else shows up there initially. They have to scroll down to find other stuff. So if you can pop up on the screen, the first screen that people see, there's a much higher likelihood that they're going to find your business.
And so, what did you call this, Doug? These were some ninja skills?
Some ninja skills, that's right. Some online marketing ninja skills here.
Awesome. Don't you love how Google's got these cool little effects that just really annoy everybody and sound ridiculous?
Yeah. So, well, good. So here is again, this is kind of another one of my ninja deals. But when you're looking for those top directories, you want to go in and just in the Google search, okay, go into the Google search and type in your city. So if I'm up here in Fort Collins, I would type in Fort Collins Online Business Directory. Brad, you're down in Parker or whatever, you type in Parker Online Business Directory. And what that's going to do is, here's the one where I typed in for Fort Collins Online Business Directory. It's going to bring up the top directories for your city, for your local area. And you'll want to then click on those and go and make sure that you are listed in those directories. Because again, these are people, if they're just typing in, Fort Collins information, it's very likely that one of these directories is going to pop up on the screen. And if it's somebody from out of town or whatever, you want them to be able to find you. If you're not listed in these directories, then you're essentially invisible. So in Fort Collins, you can see that the Better Business Bureau has the top 3 spots, and then there's Norco Direct which has the 4th spot, and the Colorado, which is the newspaper up here, which has spot number 5. On this page here, I put in Colorado Springs online business directory, and you can see it's totally different results. Megapath.com took the top spot. Colorado Springs Business Alliance took number 2, and then PPLD, I can't remember what that stands for, but and then the Better Business Bureau has number 4 and 5 position in Colorado Springs. So the directories that you're looking to get on, other than the top major directories, those, they're going to vary depending on where you're at, and this is how you would identify the top ones in your area. And you know, I can tell you 99% of the businesses out there are unaware of these types of directories and that they're there, unless they're a member of that organization and they get pitched on you know, buying a listing in those directories or whatever. So Brad, any additional tips related to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are lots of free directories that you can get on out there, and sometimes there's paid directories that are worth getting on as well. I know one of them that I found to be very helpful for me, this is another one of those ninja tips, is smartguy.com is a national directory, and he has a free program, and he's got paid stuff too, but his free listing, I think he limits it to 1 or 2 per industry in your area, is extremely powerful. So smartguy.com. I mean, I've dealt with the founder of that a little bit through email and stuff, but he's doing a great job. So go on there and get on SmartGuy. You know, there's lots of them out there that a lot of people don't know about, but I know it's helped us with rankings and getting us found in local searches.
Cool. I mean, that's an awesome tip. So there's a lot of those little things like that. So we basically have covered, you know, kind of I just wanted to give you a major, you know, kind of broad overview of local directories. We talked about what's a local directory, why they're important, some tips for setting them up. Special bonus. Did somebody say special bonus?
Possibly.
I did, possibly. Well, here's how to get your special bonus. If you'll send us an email to info@coloradobusinesshangout.com, and in the subject line put top local directories, we'll send you a listing of the top 20 most searched local directories. So these are the highest traffic directories, and we'll send you a list of those, so that you can easily go to those and then start claiming your online real estate today. And so next week we're going to cover the third cornerstone of online marketing for local business. That'll be social media. And so I look forward to having you. I've covered social directory, so you know, with that, Brad, I think we can, if you or Robert have anything to add in there.
Yeah.
You know, we can talk about directories. We can talk about the 4 cornerstones.
Sure.
Whatever. Then you know, we can just kind of wing it here and look for. If you have a question, as you know, one of the viewers there, go ahead and type your.
Doug broke up there for a minute, but there's a chat box on your end that's in the top left. There's a little icon if it hasn't turned on automatically, and you can actually turn on the chat and communicate with us that way. But one thing I was going to bring up, Doug went completely black. Not sure if he's still on or not, but a couple of really cool things as far as local directories, and then just kind of a sneak peek on some of the social media stuff. When it comes to local directories, guys, I mean, more than anything, it's a matter of time. Of just putting them together. If you need help with it, let us know. We've got some really inexpensive services to get you set up on the local directories and get your Google Places and Google Directories set up as well. Because we know how to do it. We've done it for a long time and what have you. But you know, there's so many out there. I mean, that people just have no clue what they are. And Doug had a few of the images of the logos of the directories on his screen, his slideshow earlier. But yeah, even stuff like YP.com, which is yellowpages.com, Yelp, Brown Book. I mean, there's a ton of them out there that are really valuable. And people, maybe the general public will say, why in the heck would I bother with doing something like that? Well, the bottom line is it shows up in searches. People are out there on their cell phones and on their PCs and their iPhones and everything, and they're searching either by voice or by typing it in, and they're looking for local businesses. And the more places you can be found, I mean, the better. If you're not familiar, a lot of the general public doesn't even know this, but in the last few weeks, Google has made sweeping changes across their algorithms to where a lot of times, local businesses' websites that were ranked on the top for their keyword searches have completely been wiped out. And so if you had some local directories and your Google Plus page and Places page up there, that was something that could still be there for you. So, like I say, I mean, because nobody can control the search engines, we already know, at least for somebody in the industry, we already know that Google is going to change the rules over and over again. Same with Bing and Yahoo. Google's kind of the leader of changing the rules and changing the algorithms, and they've been getting kind of being consistent. About every 6 or 8 months, they keep changing the rules and make it harder and harder for even folks like us who are working to get businesses found online. They make it harder for us to do it. So I can only imagine, as a local business trying to do it yourself, what that must be like, because you get 2 steps forward and then you get knocked 3 steps back when they change their setup. And so it's a constantly changing landscape, and the more you can utilize local directories and get reviews on all of those, get reviews on Yelp, on your Google Plus page, on the different directories, you can have clients leave reviews on there, hopefully good ones. Those all have a factor in where those things pop up. So, kind of jumping ahead past the directories part, also some huge news just yesterday is Google Plus, which is the Google's version of social media, very similar to Facebook, has announced tons of new features and tons of new things that can help businesses. And so if you're not on Google Plus and have a business page for your company, very similar to what we have with Facebook, again, these are things that you need to look at. There are so many sweeping changes and important things that we can do with this platform now. It's just unbelievable. And so we're going to be covering some of those things in the next few weeks. But yeah, go out there and do a search on Google Plus. It is definitely not a ghost town anymore, and we're using one of their key platforms right here on this webinar, which is webinars or Hangouts on Air, and we have it integrated into another piece of software to control it. But you can do it completely freeform and use that for your business. So, like I said before, we're trying to bring all the heavy artillery out on our webinars to show you what's working, what's not working anymore, and what you can do on your own to market your business online. So, Doug, do you want to interject on any of that? Robert?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, having been a local business owner for many years in the restaurant business, I know how competitive it is when it comes to marketing your business. I also know how hard it is to find time to do this marketing stuff. And so that's, again, why we're here just for a half an hour or less than an hour or whatever every Wednesday, is that's my goal, is really to help local businesses really thrive in this economy, because they really appreciate the value that local businesses bring to any community. And our goal is to provide you for us to do the research so you don't have to, and provide you with the information that you need to know about to market your business locally, and how to use online to really maximize the number of customers coming into your business, and give you that competitive advantage. So if you have questions, if contact us. You don't have to wait till Wednesdays. I mean, just ColoradoBusinessHangout.com. Shoot us a message. Our contact information is there. Give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to to visit with you about what can work best for your business. And we're just getting started here in our series, covering the cornerstones. And then as we go forward, we'll go into a little bit more detail in each of those areas on how to best utilize that. But for right now, as we've covered already, website is critical. You can, if you didn't see last week's webinar, it is recorded. You can find it in the archives on ColoradoBusinessHangout.com, and you'll also be able to see the recording of today's talking about local directories. If you're confused about what to do, give us a call. Let us help you out. If you want us to do it for you, we can do that too. So I just encourage you to do whatever you can to make sure that your business is visible to as many of your potential clients as possible. And online is the way people search today, as we pointed out. So
excellent. Well, that's great information, and just some future ideas so you guys are aware. We are expanding our website to have full training for all different types of things that we cover here, as far as social media, search engine optimization, all different things. And so we're expanding the website, and we'll have all different areas that we'll be bringing to you very, very soon to really give you step-by-step instructions on how to do a lot of this stuff with video training. So we'll have video, step-by-step screen share video to show you how to do a lot of the things that we're mentioning. So we're working on that real hard behind the scenes, and we're doing our best to get there. So it looks like we got a question from Robin, and so he's just saying, where should we send the request to the top 10 local directories? And there is a couple different things in our Hangout here. There's one that's called Q&A, and then there's another one called chat. So if you look at the left-hand side of your screen, Robin, very top left, there's a blue icon. If you click that, it'll show the chat area, and basically Doug put it in there already. It's info@coloradobusinesshangout.com. Again, info@coloradobusinesshangout.com, and we'll get your email and we'll send that over to you pronto. So with that, guys, I think we're right about the 30-minute mark, and I think we'll call it a day. But if nothing else, it is my birthday, and everybody's got to come out and party, right? And so, hey, thanks for the applause. I appreciate that. And wow, that's a lot of applause, guys. You really don't have to go that crazy. But we're here to have fun and help everybody, guys. And so with that, I think we'll wrap it up. And everybody have a fantastic Wednesday. We'll get the details out to you for next week's webinar. We'll have a recording of this we'll get out to you as well. And then also enjoy your Halloween. Be safe out there. Enjoy your families and have some fun with the little kids and all that good stuff. So that's my closing. And then Robert or Doug, if you want to say goodbye, I'll turn it over to you guys.
Robert, I'll let you go first.
Hey, I just enjoy being here myself because I'm learning too. I mean,
Awesome.
I've been doing this a long time, but I can still learn. You can teach an old dog new tricks too,
Excellent. Well, thanks for being here, Robert. And Doug, what about you? Are you got any parting thoughts?
I do, as usual, and I'll keep this very brief. I'm been waiting here for minutes. My computer's being kind of slow, trying to get the Google Effects open to put on my party hat, but it's not doing it. So. In any event, I just want to wish you a happy birthday, Brad, and enjoy the rest of the day. And for the rest of you, here we go. Let's see if this works.
You like my party hat?
Oh.
You got yours.
Google's got some silly stuff in here, that's for sure. So I'll turn off my party hat. This one's more appropriate, don't you think? Brad,
there you go.
Okay.
So, well, that's what I've been trying to get here. And, I'm in the screen. I don't know. Anyways, okay. Well, with that, happy birthday, Brad, and to all the rest of you, let's go out and enjoy life and help others do the same.
Hey, Robert's got his pirate hat. He's ready for Halloween.
Hey.
All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, take care.